Hello everyone, this is Paul and I welcome you to the 49th episode of my YouTube series Writing Quest. Today is the Valentine's Day, that is 14th February 2009, and now the time is 11 minutes past 12, that is it is 11 minutes past midnight. In this episode I am going to talk about the movie The Exorcist, which I watched as a reference of horror movie. Now when I was a kid, I was fortunate enough to read a horror magazine where I read an article about this movie, and the article said that this movie, that is The Exorcist, is one of the all-time blockbuster movie in horror category, and during the Oscar competition, it fared as the second best movie, and that was a really great achievement for a horror movie. And I also read that some scenes in this movie were so horrific that 2 or 3 ambulances were constantly kept outside of the cinema hall, because during the show of this cinema, some of the people lost their senses, and that is why they were carried to the nearest hospital using those ambulances. Now all this information made me really curious to watch this movie, and I was looking for this movie in the DVD shops, but unfortunately the movie was not there. So I decided to download this movie from the net. I went to the Mininova website, and from there I used Flashgate downloading software to download this Exorcist movie, and when the download was complete, I sat down and watched the whole movie. Now after watching this movie, I really had some important realization about horror movie. The fact that, previously I had the conception that a horror movie will have explicit graphical scene, that is, there will be some computer generated scenes, there will be blood, there will be vampire, there will be big teeth, there will be dead body, there will be lots of screaming, crying, etc, etc, etc. But in this movie, surprisingly, it really does not have that sophisticated kind of horror scene. Instead, it presents some day-to-day fact in such a twisted manner that just startle the viewer. Let me give you an example. The story is like that. A young girl is caught by an evil spirit, and this evil spirit completely captures that girl and makes her do some very mean thing. And one of the scene was like that. The mother brought some doctors to check her daughter. At that time, that spirit, that evil spirit, captures that little girl, and that was so shocking that as soon as the doctors came, that young girl slapped that doctor, and in front of her mother, she starts to shout, "Fuck me, fuck me." Now this is something that is really shocking. We just can't imagine a young girl of say 8 to 10 years of age shout these kind of words in front of her mother and in front of her doctors. This kind of, these are the qualities of, these are the main characteristics of this scene, of this movie. This movie creates, this movie shows this kind of scene, which is, these are day-to-day dialogue type of thing, but they are presented in a twisted manner. They are presented in a situation which is not normal. No young girl will use this kind of word, "fuck me," in front of her mother. And that was so shocking, and I believe that this kind of shock just made the viewers immobile, and when that shock was too high, they just lost their sense. And I really learned a valuable lesson. I will try to employ this kind of this kind of situation in my novel, so that I can startle my audience as well. There are many more shocking scenes in this movie, but I will not talk about them because I want you people to watch this movie and experience the shock yourself. That will be a very good thing to do. And that is all about this discussion. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you will come to my channel to watch the 50th episode of this series, Writing Quest. And I hope you really enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and till the 50th episode, have a nice day.